everyone, welcome to our channel. Before we start, I want to remind you that even though this video was recorded on macOS, the steps for Visual Studio Code and Docker are exactly the same on Microsoft Windows. If you want to learn how to install Visual Studio Code, .NET 9 SDK, and Docker on Mac, check out the related videos below. In this video, we will talk about Redis, an in-memory storage system used as a distributed in-memory key-value database. The reason we use Redis is to efficiently and quickly access data that doesn't change often and is reasonably small. Let's get started. Open Docker first. Then open the terminal from the bottom right corner. Enter the command to create a Redis container. Redis installation is now complete on Docker. You don't need to do anything further. Open Visual Studio Code. Click the Explorer tab on the top left corner. Click Create .NET Project. Select the console app for this demonstration. Name your project. In the options, toggle top-level statements to true. Finally, click Create Project. In the Explorer tab, open Program CS. We need to install the Redis NuGet package. Search for Stack Exchange Redis like I do. Select the latest version. Import the library we just installed. Write the connection string and connect to Redis. If you don't want to face with an authorization error while deleting databases, we need to set allowAdmin to true. Create an if-else structure to check if Redis is connected. If so, call the Redis database to add and delete data. Redis supports multiple databases. If you don't explicitly call one, it defaults to the first. In this demonstration, I am using only one database. We will also call Redis get server, which we will use later to delete all data in Redis databases. Redis has a batch mechanism to save data in bulk, which is more efficient in some cases. I will explain both scenarios without batch mechanism and with batch mechanism, so I will divide them into two regions. Set a key value pair and define the time period for the data to remain in Redis. The second for loop reads the data stored in Redis and writes it to the console. Run the project and observe the output. In the debug console, you will see that we successfully read the data from Redis. Next, let's check if the data exists in Redis before performing any operations. First, we ask Redis if the data exists. If it does, we delete it. Then we check again to confirm whether the deletion was successful. Earlier, we defined a server and mentioned that we would use it to delete Redis databases. This line of code does exactly that. Run the project. In the debug console, you will see the values added to Redis. We read the data. Next, we check whether the data exists. The answer is true. We delete the data and check again. This time it confirms that the data is no longer there. Now let's see how we can work with batches in Redis. Define a batch to write the data. Create an empty list. Add dummy data to the batch. Add the batch to the list. Execute the batch. This saves the list to Redis using a task. To read the data, create another batch. Create a list to store the data retrieved from Redis. Add the data to the list. Execute the batch. Finally, retrieve the data to the debug console. Just comment out the code in the without batch region and run the application. As you can see, we successfully added the batch and read it from Redis. If you want to delete everything in Redis, you have two options. Flush all databases in Redis by using flush all databases. Flush a single database explicitly by using flush database. That's it for this video. Please don't forget to subscribe to our channel and leave a comment below if you have any questions.